Okay. So bright. Now the current that's in here, I've done enough videos now at this point regarding currents that it should probably be pretty much believed that the current that's here was created. Okay? Fact is, I got the video of us creating it, so, you know, that's the other part of that. So it should be easily believed at this point. Noticed here and noted more than anything is the amount of flow that my body is operating with. I'm not rigid, I'm relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the better your movements are, the better your energy flow is. For obvious reasons. Anything that's restricted, and I think I even got a video that I'll be releasing soon, I just have to find it, where I'm teaching Kyle. Kyle is completely rigid. He was having such a bad day that it was causing his flow to be completely stumped by the negativity he was experiencing. So you'll see me actually go up there and meditate with him a little bit, give him the back rub, and the next thing you know, all of the energy starts to flow. When you're rigid, you'll get rigid results. Oftentimes rigid results are not results at all. A lot of my movement is circular. This energy is actually in such a way that you can blast without a problem. You can just sit there and feed energy in. See this? Okay, so these movements should be really obvious. The other thing is you can gauge a lot of this energy movement by how the weeds are responding. See this? Now I can take and begin to feed this energy right into the water, and then bring right off the water, because the water again is ionizing. The fact that it's moving like this, colliding particles like I've said before, and then you can take those added or removed electrons and then pull right off the energy core. It's all about being in harmony. if you'll notice, we've got the water is kind of going back down to a calm state again. Calmer, anyway. And I've shown on several occasions how you can just reach right back in and go and do the exact same thing. And what I've been teaching so far, again, has been mostly the using of ambient energy, the energy that's already in the system, okay? It's a solar flare day, so you can tell that there's a lot of energy that can be used and directed at will. However, as I've said before, we start off with learning how to use ambient energy because you want to be able to essentially be able to maximize the amount of energy potential that there is within any given system, right? And then, if need be, you add your own stuff in. But a really good, a more technical worker, okay, knows how to align the grids exactly to the amount of energy needed to do whatever it is with that system. So that is where engineering comes into play. And here soon I'm going to have to figure out a way to teach engineering online, and I am not for sure exactly how to approach that yet. Some of it I can't do without basically having a CGI expert there to basically show you how the energy is moving through your body in the first place, where it makes it easy to just be able to reach in and direct. Okay, a lot of people believe that the chakra system basically has the final say in how your energy operates, but I would say that that is incorrect. Your chakra system is but a tool of that, okay? Don't always think that you have to pull from your root chakra. Don't think you always have to pull from your heart chakra. Don't think you always have to pull from your head. I actually tend to use the body completely as one unit. Typically what I like to do is harmonize them all into one color. Usually purple or blue, depending. I don't typically use red because red has it's a lower frequency. It's a lower vibrating frequency. Sometimes I'll use green, sometimes I'll use yellow, you know. But the color system becomes very vibrant. And so oftentimes I like to align all of my chakra system, if you want to call it that, to one color. Like I said, typically blue or purple, higher vibrating frequencies. And then of course I like to sit and think of love while I'm doing that. And so that additionally helps to charge the environment that much more to your choosing. Wouldn't you say, señorita? She's just over here looking at me. You guys may not even believe that she's here because she's been so quiet. So, let's see. The other thing is you don't want to be abrupt with your movements when it comes to really flowing with energy work, because that really collides with the way energy naturally operates and moves. Okay, energy is always flowing in these spiral-like motions. If you watch any of the birds out there that murmurize, call them murmurations or whatever, murmurize may be my own term for it. If you ever watch them, they're moving in these spiral formations, these flowy paths, okay? That's the way energy naturally operates. It operates in nice, flowy movements, okay? If you're really rigid and you're really abrupt with your movements, you see this? Okay? If you do a lot of stuff that is more oriented towards shock as opposed to flow, then all you're going to do is get that out of your environment. And shock typically tends something to stay in a catatonic comatose state. You don't want to shock your system, you want to flow with it. Everything about you has to operate in a nice, flowy pattern, flowy frequency that is more geared towards how energy naturally moves. Okay? Sometimes just simply opening your hands up like that, see? Look at that. Straight downward right into this. It's affecting this and actually pushing out. See that? See how the current now is being moved and pushed back by the fact that I was aiming this downward. Okay, so look. Okay, the current initially was running this direction, and then it ended up getting pushed out because of the way that I was directing the energy. See, now look, see these abrupt movements? I'm getting abrupt and completely out of sync movements here because I'm actually moving that way. Now, you don't want your energy to flow that way. You want it to be a smooth process. See how clean the motions are. Extremely technical, can be sped up, slowed down, whatever. As I showed you before, as I was moving side to side, back and forth like that. This. Here we go. Okay, so that's the reason why you want your movements to be nice and flowing. Complete with cycles, circles. And then eventually you'll find yourself just being able to whack, 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 direct the movement. Okay? And then like I said, eventually as well, you'll be able to apply your own energy system into it to the point where once you couple your energy with the naturally surrounding energy, the ambient energy, you can really apply a lot of really technical and sound intellectual movements with your energy. See how that looks on cam. Okay, yeah. Another reason for having, being out here now, doing this like this, and then having the current there, is as you saw in that last thing that I showed you when I was aiming downward, how it pushed that current completely back across the water by the direction that I was aiming my hands. The current really does show and demonstrate right there the direction of the naturally flowing energy that's going on right now. Okay? What I like about water is it really does show whether you're using your energy and whether you're actually directing it. Okay? or whether you're just getting accidental results because there's wind in the environment. Okay? So that's a big difference between, I guess, syncing up with some movements or being the conductor of the movements because the system is allowing you to conduct. Okay? Love, forever.